Didn't let me select the cloud, Teresa.
I think you probably don't have to go to the side. I think we're good. Welcome everyone to our Rock Stars mega class. That would be awesome. I think that you have to do on the screen and side, and you can see if you can record there too as backup. Maybe it's already doing it. And okay, sorry guys, we're making sure that we have a clean recording for all of you. I know sometimes you can be on live, sometimes you're watching it on the recording, and we've got a great class for you tonight, so we want to make sure everybody can watch it, and that's why we're recording it. So I said it before we started recording. I want to say again, don't worry, you guys are not on the video, okay? So even if you can see yourself, with this video is spotlighted, so this is what's going to show on the recording, not you. So don't worry. Definitely, if you have questions as we go, if you're watching the recording and you have questions, reach out to the consultant that invited you. All of these recipes, all of the consultants on our team have these recipes. So if they haven't sent them to you yet, they will. So just ask. And if you see anything that you want to get, you want to book a future class, or you want to join our team, you can reach out to the consultant that invited you as well. So this class is a collaborative class that we do with our Rockstars team. For those of you who don't know, we are the #1 team in Von Cook, and we're really proud of that because we collaborate really well. So this is my friend Tina, and Tina often leads these presentations. And she's kind of my sous chef tonight, which is kind of fun. But she's got a big event tomorrow. So we took off the presentation off her plate, and I'm gonna do it here in my kitchen. But we've got 3 amazing recipes we're gonna show you guys tonight. And then we put extra recipes in the recipe packet. All of these are Thanksgiving themed so that you can make these to go with your turkey or after as leftovers. So we've got lots to share with you. But we do this class every single month. It is typically, without fail, I would say 90% of the time, on the first Monday of the month. So save the date, okay? Because you don't want to miss it because it's really fun. So first up is chicken pot pies. I'm also going to show you how to unmold a pie because I often get that. You flip stuff out and you're like, how do you get a pie out? We're going to show you what I did with this amazing cherry pie. So let's get started. So first of all, we are going to make the filling for the chicken pot pies, okay? So I am gonna show you the part I did. Tina's gonna talk about the part she did, and then we're gonna put it all together and show you this recipe. So super cool with Von Cook. You guys know, or if you're brand new, you don't know, you can use our products in the microwave, you can use them in the oven, the freezer, you name it. So the first thing that I did was to cook the filling vegetables that are gonna go in the chicken pot pies. So we've got some eco-chopped and some are frozen veggies. So I kind of prepped these already. We've got some frozen corn. I'm using my small round mold. Okay, that's 1 quart. The medium round mold is 2 quarts. The large round mold is 3 quarts, just to kind of give you some perspective. I'm doing 1/3 cup of the frozen corn, 1/3 cup of the frozen peas, and then I'm going to do onions chopped in the eco-chop. Okay, so I'm going to show you this because I know a lot of you own this eco-chop. But if you don't, you've got to see this firsthand, okay? So first thing I'm gonna do is move my roll pat so I have a nice good surface to do this on. So there's my before onions. And then put this lid on. And wham, that's my after onion. How crazy is that? Super, super easy and fast.
Also use pearl onions.
Pearl onions is my favorite. I'm glad that Tina said that because I typically can find the frozen pearl onions at Trader Joe's. We could not, Tina and I both looked, we could not find them at our other local grocery store. So if you can find those, they're really pretty and they just add a really nice touch. Okay, so then I'm gonna do carrots. And this is really fun because our friend Cecile, who is Tina's sous chef, she saw these carrots sitting here and she's like, you chop them up that big? Yes, I do. So these carrots are leftovers from, like, not leftovers, they're from the bag, fresh, but they're, like I bought a whole bunch of carrots last week and I needed to use them up. So I'm gonna use them in here. So this is great if you have a veggie tray or something over Thanksgiving. You can think about using the carrots for that. So look at that. 3 pulls, you guys. Wow. And look what it did. So now I'm gonna go 2 more pulls to dice those up pretty good. I guess I lied, I did 3, sorry. But look at that, you guys. Is that crazy? Okay, so now you can see the eco-chop's amazing. Steph's gonna show you that too. But we've got our heat resistant spatula I'm doing in here. I want you guys to pay attention to these accessories I'm using because there's a splash sale, little birdie told me, that's coming out tomorrow on some accessories. So keep your eyes open. all these things I'm using might show up in that. So put that there so don't forget to show that. Okay, so then I'm just gonna tenderize these. They don't really need to cook. They're gonna go in the filling as well. But I'm gonna do this by putting it in the microwave, just like that, with our octagonal bond mat as our lid. And I'm gonna do that. Well, Tina tells you how she made the roux and the sauce.
All right, so here's our beautiful filling that's all finished, that is in the ones that we're gonna show you that are all baked up. Anyway, so simple roux, you put your melted butter and a fourth of a cup of butter, a third of a cup of flour, make the roux, melt the butter, make the roux. Then we added 2 cups of chicken stock and 3/4 cup of milk. And then we put our delicious bouquet garni herb blend in there. There's sage and all kinds of yummy Thanksgiving flavors in this that add such great flavor to it. Cook that and let it get bubbly, and then it thickens up and it makes this great gravy for our chicken pot pies. And actually, we're calling it turkey pot pies because it's Thanksgiving theme. And so you can use up your leftover turkey this way. So we cut the turkey up, the chicken tonight, because we don't have leftover turkey. And then we added all the veggies that Teresa just showed you and made this amazing filling.
Perfect, awesome, thank you. Okay, so now what do we do with that filling, you guys? We're gonna put it in Flexicant. So, graduated roll pat, and one of the things that we're highlighting tonight is this amazing November special I'm gonna share at the end that's called Size Just Right. Super fun. So I'm just gonna use store-bought dough, super simple, you guys. So you can see it comes rolled up like this, and you're just gonna unroll it, okay? Then you're gonna use your rolling pin to roll it out. Now for these, you want a decently thick crust. So you don't want to go as thin as you would if we're doing like our tartlets or something. And so my counter's a little wet. So this roll pat slide, you want a dry counter. But you can see I'm gonna roll that out just a tiny bit, okay? Then we've got these amazing fluted round cutters. This comes in the set, or is one of your choices if you choose, in the set of Size Just Right. So this roll pat is normally $56. But this whole set is only $60. So for $4 extra, you get the roll pat, you get your choice of cutters, and then you get the pastry brush, which I used for my pie this morning. I'll show you that in a minute, and forgot to put that out. So let me get that out for you. So the silicone pastry brush. So, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the largest of our fluted round cutters. This is for the classic muffin tray. Now I also did this in my round tray, which I'm gonna show you the finished product. Tina's got this nicely prepped for me. So you're gonna take that circle and you're just gonna put that in the classic muffin tray and use your shaper to press it in. So this is just like you use for tartlets. Isn't it cool how this dough comes right off the roll pat, you guys? Doesn't stick, pretty amazing. Then we're gonna fill our amazing chicken pot pie or turkey pot pie filling. And I'm not gonna do all of this so that, oh, we only have one more, but that's right. So for the sake of time, I'm gonna go ahead and show you now. We're gonna fill it and then we're gonna have a topper. So now the topper, you're gonna use one of the smaller cutters. And I like to measure it by just putting it over my tray to see what I'm gonna do. So we're just gonna do a couple of these for you. We don't have to do all of them. And then we're gonna show them using this actually, Tina. So sorry, but I'm trying to use as many accessories as I can. So I was gonna show the green, let's use this one.
Oh, yes.
So when we filled the round tray, we went bigger. This is our skimming ladle. This is gonna show up in a sales round. This is great. Yes, you can ladle into the round tray, which is what we did earlier for you. So I'm gonna show you guys this in just a second. But we can use one of the spoons from our set of 3 spatulas to fill the smaller one. So then we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna put that on top. It's gonna cook together, so it's gonna be easy, but you can see how nicely these cutters are for doing these recipes. Okay, perfect. So then, before you put it in the oven, you're gonna just cut a little slit with your cake server knife on the top, just like so. And then my oven is preheated to 450 degrees. These are gonna cook, no joke, you guys, 15 to 20 minutes, and they're gonna be done, which is absolutely amazing. So let me show you this. And then we'll finish those and put those in and take pictures. But you can see that's our classic muffin tray, a smaller individual turkey pot pie. So I'm gonna pass that over there.
So
And then I'm gonna show you the round tray because this is one of my favorites. So this is fun because this is more of my family serving size with my teenage boys. But this is our 6th round. This is also awesome for freezing 1 cup portion. The classic muffin is good for freezing half cup portions. But look at this with the top. Look at that individual chicken pot pie. Now this is really fun, you guys, because you can eat it just like this. We're gonna serve it warm to our team tonight for a team meeting. But you can also make these ahead of time, you guys, and put them in the freezer. So then I was at the store today looking for those pearl onions, and I found these chicken pot pies about this size that were selling on sale for $3 each. And you can think how many of these you can put together for way less expensive, and they're gonna taste better. So this is beautiful. Cecile, could you grab out of the freezer the tomato soup I have frozen, and then I'm gonna show the pie and how you get this out. So I just happened to make tomato soup for my family last night. And so this is another use for the round tray that you guys are gonna be lucky to see. So this is how I froze my soup. So I put the round flexi pan on the baking sheet. I filled it with soup. This is my Bon mat on top of it for freezing. And then to get this, let's see if I have one of my big bags in here. I know, so you'll just have to use your imagination. But I usually have a big bag and I label it. And then look at this. We call this like a hockey puck of soup. But look at that, you guys. And this is awesome because this is 8 ounces of soup. You reheat it in our mini round mold, which can hold 16 ounces. So you can do 1 or 2 of them in there. And then this doesn't get hot when you're heating it. You can pour it into whatever bowl you want to eat it out of. It's pretty amazing. So the round tray, lots of great uses. So now I am super excited to show you guys this pie. So I played, so the size just right set, you can have your choice of one of our 5 cutter sets, right? So I played with all of them and put this gorgeous top on our cherry pie. Now I gotta tell you guys, this is literally a jar pie filling from my favorite cherry pie filling. It's the Cherry Republic from Michigan. So this is like a nod to our home office. It's in Michigan. I love Cherry Republic. And so the best cherry pie filling, and I use store-bought dough. So there are 2 pictures, I'll post it later, but I rolled the dough out. I used this amazing measurement of the graduated roll pack to know the diameter of my pie that I needed to fit the pie mold. And then I filled my pie, and it's already fluted. You can see, super easy to do. And now we're gonna show you how to get it out. So baked like this, and then I'm gonna take the platter I'm gonna serve it on. I'm gonna take it off the baking sheet, just literally slide it on to whatever it is that you wanna serve it on. Then you're gonna roll the flexi pan down the side. So I just kind of grab it like this, and I roll it underneath. Oops, sorry. And then just slide it right out like that. And then look at that gorgeous,
Oh my
there's your
God.
dirty pie pan, right? And then here is your gorgeous
Oh my gosh,
pie.
gorgeous.
Isn't that incredible? So you can do chicken pot pies, turkey pot pies, sweet pies, you name it. All kinds of great things with our size just right.
And
So
it's gonna take like 1 minute with hot soapy water to wash that.
isn't that awesome? Okay, so I am gonna pass it off to my friend Stephanie, who is gonna share with you guys some more fun Thanksgiving special recipes.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. I'm gonna just wait till she spotlights me. I think that is coming, and if not, that's totally great. Oh my gosh, you guys, did that pie just look amazing? And did those little pot pies look amazing? I think somebody had a question about the size cutter that you use for, oh, there I am. The size cutter that you use for that round mold, Teresa, and I think that was the 5-inch for that round tray, and maybe like the 3.5-inch for our classic muffin. So we are transitioning to another special, which is Sweets and Sides, on sale this month. It's actually customizable for what it is that you guys want. So I'm going to show you some of our most popular, fabulous recipes that we use this time of year. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to make some stuffing. Now, you guys probably all make stuffing a totally different way, but this is just to cut some time because it is the holiday season and everybody's crazy. First thing we're going to do is we always upgrade our stuffing by adding onions and celery. If you're not already doing that, you guys, you have totally got to. It is simple and easy, adds a ton of flavor. Even if you're doing a box mix, upgrade it, elevate what you're doing by adding some onions and some celery. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is use our Eco Chop. Now, you saw Teresa using this for those carrots. I use this thing every day. I actually have 2 of them. I say eco-friendly because there is no battery and there is no plug. So it literally sits right in your cabinet like this. Super easy, and it is man or woman powered, as the case may be. So you guys can use it all the time, not worrying about plugs or bringing it camping or whatever. So I'm going to use it to cut up onions and celery, the things that we use all the time this time of year, but also things that we're using throughout the year, right? I'm always chopping onions, carrots, just like Teresa did, celery. This gadget is amazing. It's a hefty tool. Of course, it chops all of your onions and your peppers and your celery and your carrots and your garlic and all your veggies. It also chops your fresh herbs, all your nuts, all your candies. Anytime I'm making like apple cake, or which I'll show you in a second, apple cake or banana muffins or whatever, I'm throwing everything in there. No more mashing with a fork. So I use this thing all the time. And you guys can see there is a blade, 2 blades right here with a spatula on the top and the bottom. That's so that you can do literally a clove or 2 of garlic and nothing's going to get stuck or hidden anywhere. Okay. So we put the blades right in. I'm going to throw in some onion. I'm just going to put that in there. That's probably half an onion. And then a few stalks of celery. You guys can see I'm going to cram it in there. I can easily make guacamole in here with 2 big avocados. Literally, you can cram it in here. Fresh salsa. I use this to make my tuna salad and my chicken salad. I mean, literally everything for your chicken salad in here at one time. You're shredding your chicken, your apples, your red onions, your celery, all that stuff at one time. Talk about easy, right? Okay, so there's my onions and celery. I'm going to cover it, hold it on the top and pull it like a lawnmower. Thing to remember, the more you pull, the finer it gets. So I'm going to pull it a couple times. So hold on. I'm going to pull it a couple times, you guys. And that was like what, 3 times? Probably should have shown you at 1 pull. Pretty amazing, right? And then I'm going to pull it a little bit more just so you guys can see how fine it literally can go. If you use it as much as I do, though, you're going to want to switch sides sometimes. Otherwise, your tricep on the right side is going to be bigger than the left. I don't know how many times that was. Maybe 7 or 8. Look at that, you guys. Right? I mean, that just saved me a ton of time. And, oh, by the way, my eyes aren't burning. So what I'm going to do with this for my stuffing is I'm going to saute it in some butter, okay, or some oil, whatever. And then I'm going to mix in some of our herb blends. So I will add some of our celery, sea salt, right? Glass grinder comes also with a refill. I'm going to add one of our peppers from our amazing Pepper Alley. If you know somebody in your life that likes peppers, this is the thing to get them for the holidays. It's 5 different peppers from around the world. They all taste different. It's fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to add a pepper and a salt from our French pantry line and an herb blend. Again, we're elevating what we've already got here. We have a bouquet garni, which is beautiful. It's so good when you add it to the stuffing mix. I also like our rosemary, basil, and thyme in your stuffing mix. So you're going to add just a couple tablespoons of that. And then you're going to add some chicken broth and your breadcrumbs, right? You're going to let them sit for just a few minutes. And then the magic of what we have here is, because all of our bakeware, cookware, all of our flexible stuff is nonstick, you literally can just pat down a little bit of stuffing in each of our wells for our classic muffin. You're literally going to bake it like 20 minutes, and then you have individual sizes of your little stuffing cups that are perfect. They fit right on your plate. They aren't going to take up a ton of space. And I mean, you can just top them with gravy, or you can top them with mashed potatoes or whatever it is, or mashed potatoes and gravy, whatever you guys want to do. But the classic muffin is amazing for that. Also, one of the things that's on sale is our daisy mold. So I made some stuffing earlier in my daisy mold, which works perfectly. It fits beautifully on this small baking sheet. Of course, I didn't prep this pan at all, right? I just stuck that right in there. I baked it for 20, 25 minutes. We like our stuffing really soft still. If you like your stuffing a little bit crispier, a little bit crunchier, you're going to cook it uncovered. I cooked mine covered. So you're going to just cook it uncovered, leave it in for a couple more minutes till it's a little bit crispier, a little bit harder, I should say, a little bit more cooked, and you will be good to go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip it. I'm going to use a small plate because I really want to take up the whole plate. Might be a little small, but you guys see, just flip that whole thing as a set, remove that perforated baking sheet, set it aside. Here is my daisy mold. Well, let's center it. How beautiful is that, you guys? There's my dirty pan. And there is my beautiful stuffing. Can you imagine how pretty that is when you bring that to Thanksgiving and put that on the plate, on the serving, on the beautiful table instead of big bowl of like stuffing? How beautiful is that, right? Okay, so that is one of the options that is on sale, and that sweets and sides sale that I mentioned, one of our customer specials for the month of November, gives you the option. You can choose. Remember, it's customizable. You can choose either the daisy mold or our spiral bond mold, which would be beautiful with this as well. I use this all the time for breads and things like that. And then there's also another one that I'm going to show you, but I'm going to show you with a different recipe. So this recipe is my absolute go-to for pretty much dessert any time of year, but especially in the fall. It's amazing, of course, for the holidays, but I am telling you, this recipe, which you guys will all get, make sure you ask the people who invited you. This recipe is amazing. It's called our cinnamon apple cake. It has 4 cups of apples in it. That's 3 to 4 apples in the entire cake. And of course, this has onions and celery in here, but I use the EcoChop and I chop up those apples. I leave the skin on. You guys were talking about everyday easy, right? I leave the skin for the apples on, chop it up, mix it in your normal cake mix, which is butter and sugar and flour and baking soda and all the stuff you already have in your house, and then some apples, and you cram in those apples. This is made in our fluted square. So this is the other option. Remember, I told you customizable for 3 options. There's that daisy, there's that spiral bond, or the fluted square. This fluted square, I made our cinnamon apple cake in. It smells amazing. It is amazing. Fabulous, of course. I'm going to take it just like I did before with that daisy mold. And I literally just lay the serving platter right on top, and then I flip them both, right? Put that perforated baking sheet aside. Here is my cinnamon apple cake in my dirty pan. There's my fluted square. And then I'm going to top it as if you need more. You really don't. But if you did, I'm going to top it with some homemade caramel. I'm going to use our heat resistant spatula. Don't forget, might be seeing a sale on that tomorrow. You can also use the whisk spatula if you don't already have one of these. They are amazing, especially with all the baking you're going to do this time of year. This is perfect for the whisk, but also you can use that spatula side at any time. So it's great for this too. Okay. But I've already dirtied this one. So I'm going to use my heat resistant spatula and stir up that homemade caramel. You can totally do it on the stovetop. You can also do it one of your round molds. So I absolutely encourage you to do that. And then magic of Bon Cook, because it's so flexible, you literally can drizzle it right on top, you guys. And you saw that pattern of my fluted square, so you can see it's going to fit right in those little nooks and crannies along the top. There's that perforation a little bit, so I'm going to leave it just like that. And I'm going to just push a little bit of it over the sides as if it really needs that, which it doesn't, but just a little bit, because I want to show you guys how beautiful this cake can be this time of year, especially, but really any time of year. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's fall. Maybe it's because I'm from New England. It's so charming to have an apple cake, and to have one this delicious is like so delicious. Okay. So there is my cinnamon apple cake in my fluted square. Yeah, I know. And then of course I'm going to take my cake server knife. I'm going to cut it up. It already has kind of wells and lines that you can follow if you want. And if you want a bigger piece, that's totally fine too. So don't forget, the customer special this month, that includes that, is at the bottom of the customer specials flyer. It is called the Sweets and Sides, and it has all 3 of those options for mold, along with some other things that you can choose as well. Okay. Do not forget to ask the consultant that invited you, because you are going to want to get these recipes. Yes, Karen, this cake is to die for. And my kids love it when I make it, especially when we do these virtual classes, because sometimes I feed it to them for breakfast. I mean, it's better than Honey Nut Cheerios, right? At least I know what's going in it. It is got a lot of apples in there. And I can totally leave off the caramel if I'm worried about them having that extra sugar. Sorry, teachers. Okay. hope you guys enjoyed and definitely reach out to get those recipes for sure. We are going to transition this on to, I want to say, the main event. We've got Anne coming in with some really fabulous canapés, and I cannot wait to watch this pro do it. So take it away, Anne.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. That cake looks amazing. I haven't tried that recipe yet, but it will definitely be on my list this holiday season. So hello everybody. I am going to demonstrate making the batter for a pumpkin spice brown butter bourbon cannelé. I know it's a mouthful, but it is a delicious mouthful, and our cannelé tray is on special this month. I baked these earlier today, so this batter is perfect for a Thanksgiving breakfast or a Thanksgiving dessert. You can make the batter ahead of time. You're actually supposed to let it sit in the refrigerator for 24 to 72 hours before you bake it. So you can make it several days in advance and get that checked off your list. And I'm using my trusty long cooked stainless steel bowl. I'm starting with 3 egg yolks. I'm just gonna whisk those up really quick. I have 1 cup of brown sugar. Add those in. So this gets a little thick. As a tip, this is a wet napkin. I put it down, a wet paper towel. I just put it down on the counter to help hold the bowl still for me when if I'm only able to use one hand. And as you can see, this can get stuck in your whisk. So this is a good time to use your whisk spatula and get it all cleaned out. And we're going to add 1 cup of flour into this bowl as well. And get this all mixed up. And yes, this is a little bit unconventional. Usually you do sugar and butter together, but we actually browned the butter for this recipe. So it's already in the saucepan here with our milk. So I browned the butter earlier. It's a really easy process. It sounds daunting, but you just put butter into a small or medium saucepan and turn it over medium heat, and the butter will bubble and froth and kind of sizzle a little bit as the water is evaporating out of it. And then once that happens, very quickly after that, the milk solids in the butter will start to brown. And then you have this beautiful nutty aroma and beautiful nutty flavor to add to your recipe. And so in this pan, earlier I browned the butter, and then I added the milk and pumpkin pie spice. So these cannelés actually don't have any pumpkin in them, but they have pumpkin pie spice. So they taste amazing. So I heated this up earlier and I let it cool just a little bit. And now we're going to slowly add this into our egg yolk, sugar, and flour mixture. You want to add this slowly so that you don't cook your eggs. Yeah. My paper towel's not working very well. Yeah, this is
We
when
love
you
the
need,
handle.
right.
On the,
yes.
yeah.
This is when you need 3 hands,
There you
3
go.
arms. And this is very thick at first, but as you add more and more of the liquid, it loosens up quite a bit. So you just want to make sure that this is a smooth batter, no lumps. So I'll stop. I haven't even quite put half of it in there yet, but I want to show this to you guys. You see that here? So it's still pretty thick at this point. This actually ends up being quite a thin batter, even thinner than pancake mix.
It's gonna sit fine now that it's thinner. huh?
Yep. Not so much resistance now. We want to make sure and get all that pumpkin pie spice into the bowl. That's all the good stuff. And then our last ingredient, our final ingredient, is bourbon. Can't go wrong with a little bourbon, especially at the holidays, right? So there you have it. How easy was that? I did take a few minutes earlier to brown the butter and warm up the milk. But other than that, it's finished. So this is gonna sit in the refrigerator for 1 to 3 days. This batter right here that I baked this afternoon, I made it Saturday evening. As you can see, these just pop right out. You will, a big mistake that people make with canapés is that they take them out of the oven too early. This is a French pastry that is supposed to be crispy on the outside and kind of custardy in the middle. So I had never even heard of a canapé before last Monday. I had never eaten a canapé before a couple days ago. And here they are.
Gorgeous.
Ooh,
Oh
beautiful.
my gosh, so
Do that for a dessert or even a Thanksgiving breakfast. You can pop these in the oven, and while they're doing the first part of the bake, you can whip up one of our crustless quiches and pop those in the oven too, and serve eggs and canapés, and you'll have happy campers. So
Awesome. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
sharing. I am going to switch to, I've got to put myself on my video on my other computer so I can share you got, yep, let me talk. I can talk. We're going to share specials with you. So let me go ahead and get these up. Thank you, Anne, for an amazing presentation. And we've been sharing all these specials with you guys. So I want to go ahead and make sure that you guys can all see these. So the first one is the one that I had shared, which is the size just right. And you guys can see it includes that graduated roll pack and your choice of cutters. So you get the fluted round, straight star, the straight heart, fluted heart, the fluted square. When we do our raffle prizes here in just a minute, stay tuned. We're going to draw some great prizes. We will show you that pie one more time. And then you also get the pastry brush. So for only $60, and this graduated roll pack by itself, you guys, $56. So it's a great deal. You do not want to miss this in the month of November. The next special is that cannelé tray that Anne just shared with you guys. And this is amazing, you guys. The tray is normally $66. You can get it in the month of November for only $50. Don't delay because you're going to want to use it all month long. This other picture over here is from another one of our rock stars. Nessa made these gorgeous hot cocoa sticks. So there's a lot of things you can do with this cannelé tray, and not just cannelés, but we've got some great recipes to share with you. And then make sure you make note when you order this cocoa and cannelés tray, $50, you can add on the medium perforated baking sheet for only $30. So that's a discount, normally $35. Then the special that Stephanie was highlighting, the sweets and sides, you guys, this is awesome. Again, it is great, like all the different things that Stephanie shared, all your different sweets and sides you're gonna make this holiday season and beyond. So your choice of one of those 3 molds, the daisy, the spiral bond, or the fluted square, a set of jar spoons, and your choice of jams. So apricot almond, mandarin spice, and Provence apricot, all amazing jams that we just love. So definitely reach out to the consultant that invited you here today so that you can take advantage of these specials. And don't forget, when we do the raffles, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of the flash sale that's going to be announced tomorrow as well, with a lot of accessories. But before we do that, I always talk about there's 3 ways to be a part of our bond community, my favorite ways to do what we do. And hello, do we have the best team or what? So you get to see us collaborating tonight. This is honestly the best part of our community. And I know I say that, but it's amazing to me the number of people that don't realize it until they join this part of our community. And so we want to invite each and every one of you to consider joining our Rockstars team. And in the month of November, we've got this incredible business kit. You guys saw us using that classic muffin tray a bunch tonight, and you can see it's in this $99 Bond Business Starter. So look at all these amazing tools that come in that $99 starter that you can totally get your business started with just those items. Now, we do have 4 other business kits to share with you as well that have some extra goodies in them. But I got to tell you, anyone that joins our team, I always say, you know what, guys, start with the $99 kit because we can show you how to get everything else for free. So definitely, again, reach out to the consultant that invited you, can help you with that. Now, I got to show you our rewards. This is fun. I don't care how many times I explain this, people sometimes just don't get it. So I'm gonna say it again. Sometimes you have to host your own party to really understand how amazing the rewards are. So first of all, we start with the winner because most of our consultants have their hosts reach this Bond Elite level, which is your class is over 1,200 in sales. And when that happens, you unlock the catalog. What does that mean? It means you get 20% of those 1,200 in sales. You get 20% of that, which is $240 in free shopping. You can get anything you want in the catalog for free. Now, it doesn't stop, you guys. Let's say you have a $2,000 class. You may think there's no way. Trust me, there's a way. Your friends want the stuff. They'll buy it for gifts. It's amazing. So you have a $2,000 class and you're going to walk away with $400. $400 in free shopping. Now, the thing I love, I have a lot of people that host a class in the month of November because they want to do their Christmas shopping for free. Why wouldn't you want to do that? You're going to get all the things you want and need for your holiday entertaining, but you can get gifts as well. So now, when you have a class over 800, not only do you get the rewards I'm going to show you down here, but you also get that candlelight tray for free, just as a bonus that says thank you. But you can see, even with a class as small as 400 in sales, you're going to get to select 3 tools for free. That's pretty cool. There's also some opportunities to earn 50% off items, and your consultant can tell you about that. But you can see we have rewards at every level, which is fantastic. But we always aim for this Bond Elite level so that you can unlock that catalog and absolutely have the best rewards available. So those are our specials. We are going to move on to the raffle. So I'm not Dana. Tina, do you have the names in there? So yeah, they do, but maybe not. We could try. Okay, so we can go ahead and just use the sorry guys, I'm doing 3 different things at once. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go back. Dana I think it's already spotlighted on my kitchen. So I'm going to come over here one more time. And so we are doing the raffle drawing. So what we're going to give away is over here. Tina's figuring out the wheel and she's going to make good use of it. And if we can get the wheel going, great. If not, she'll close her eyes and move her finger around and pick one. But I'm going to tell you what you can win for free. Okay. So we've got our fluted bond mold that we're going to give away. One of you is going to be lucky to receive that. Then we have yes around tray. Now I know all of you probably want to buy this, but I want your kitchen to be able to have 2 because I'm going to tell you, you saw me tonight. I had one in my freezer with my tomato soup frozen, and then I had one of some chicken pot pies in. And when I make a big batch of chili or soup, I often like to freeze both trays. So, and then once the stuff is frozen, you guys, you pop it out, you can use your tray for something else. So that's exciting. And then of course, with Thanksgiving around the corner, we need to give away another pie mold. We gave one of these away last month too. So these are our 3 prizes. I'm going to say the first winner. We're going to do the round tray just because that is the highest value gift. So we're going to do that. And then next we'll go to the pie and then the fluted bond.
Almost there.
Tina's almost there. So I'm going to show you this pie one more
We have
time.
a lot of people on. It's so exciting.
Perfect. Yes. And you can help me with this. So while we're waiting for Tina to get the raffles, I'm going to tell you about the sale. So tomorrow, the sale I've been told, a little birdie told me, it's not official yet, but what I've been told is for $45, just $45, you're going to get 4 really awesome accessories. But the cool thing is some of these, the value is so much greater than 45. I can't remember the exact amount, but watch for your consultant to post it. But I'm going to show you what you're going to get to choose from. So you're going to get to choose one of these 3, which is our masher, which if you're going to do pie dough from scratch, yes, I use this for potatoes, but I also use it for my pastry cutter for making pie doughs, which is great. So that is awesome. Masher. I use it for my ground beef in the round mold too, or ground turkey, or our stainless offset spatula, or our thermometer, which this guy's awesome. You guys, this is awesome for meats, candies, you name it. Checking your water. Did a bread class last week. Check and make sure water's the right temperature. So you can pick one of these 3. The next is you get to pick either kitchen scissors, a La Petite grater, or the cake server knife in the cream color. So you get to pick one of those. The next 3 to select are going to be the clip-on timer. We love this because it can clip onto the apron. It can also turn like this and stand up, put it on your recipe. The skimming ladle I talked about, you can see there's a colander right there so that you can skim the fat off when you're making your soups, or the set of 3 spatulas. You saw us use the green one earlier. So you get one of those, and then you get to pick between our very famous signature spatula, our heat resistant spatula, or our whisk spatula. So you get to pick one of these. So you're gonna pick one from each category, 4 total, $45. That's amazing. So reach out to your consultant to figure that out. So are we ready to do our winners?
We got it.
Yay, okay, so let's spin that
Lots of
wheel.
people
This
on
is fun.
that.
This is Tina's first time
First
using
time
the
doing
wheel,
that.
so
So
good
excited.
job. We're so excited. So let's see who's getting the round tray. It looks like Debbie Manter, you're getting the round tray. So make sure that we know who your consultant is so that we can reach out to him or her and get that address. So congratulations, Debbie. This is for you. And then next person, go ahead, is going to get the pie mold, the fluted pie mold. So we say on our team you can only win one. So I'm sorry, Debbie, if you pick your name, it's not. Nope, it's not you. It is Morgan Olson. Morgan Olson, you're gonna have this fluted pie mold to use for your Thanksgiving, which is exciting. And then we have the fluted bond mold. This is great, you guys. I have done stuffing in here, like Stephanie did the molded stuffing. Of course, you could do pies and cakes and monkey bread and you name it. And oh my gosh, it's so close. Lucianne Fisher. I think Lucianne's won before. Congratulations, Lucianne. This is yours coming your way. So thank you everyone for being on tonight. You guys tell all your friends to join us next time, and we'll get this recording posted as soon as we can. Again, reach out to your consultant. They have the recipes, and if they haven't shared them with you yet, they will. And definitely, if we don't see you again before your Thanksgiving, we are thankful for each and every one of you, and enjoy a really blessed Thanksgiving with your family and friends. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Oh, that was so sweet.